Hi, everybody, and welcome back. Glad as always to have you with us. It's Tuesday, the 13th day of May, and the 80s are just about gone. It's not necessarily hard to believe that we have such a big change in weather coming because it is Kentucky after all, but maybe perhaps more hard to believe is that there's no end in sight to the 60s once they get here. And we've got another 36 hours or so before we start to really see the changes take place. We'll see the low 80s tomorrow and increased chances of some showers and thunderstorms. But indeed, it is your Wednesday night and into your Thursday that a massive cold air is going to give us a better shot of some showers, thunderstorms, possible heavy rains at times. And then Thursday, once the 60s get here, they're here each and every day through Tuesday of next week. So, like I said, no end in sight. I'll tell you more in just a few moments. It is a day for me that's really just about halfway through. I'll be collecting news for the remainder of the evening. The Sagersville Kiwanis Club making their announcement tonight for who they have selected for the Citizens of the Year Award. And also, Allison Lundergan Grimes set to make a stop here in McGoffin County around 8:20 or so in the parking lot on her bus tour here in the McGoffin County Health Department parking lot. You still have time if you're watching the early show, obviously, to make it to that. We'll, I'm sure, have a few words from her and have those in the program tomorrow. And we've got things scheduled all of the week, every day. Big stories coming up, so stay with us. A mining accident in neighboring West Virginia, buried near the Kentucky border, and it's claimed 2 lives, and we have the identity of those 2 men. A coal outburst, which is defined as the sudden and violent ejection of coal, gas, and rock, all from a coal face and the surrounding strata in an underground coal mine operation, is believed to have been what's killed 2 miners in Boone County, West Virginia. It happened before 9 o'clock last evening on Patriot Coal's Brody No. 1 mine in Boone County, and they've identified the deceased as 48-year-old Eric Legg of Twilight and 46-year-old Gary Hensley of Chapmanville, both of which suffered fatal injuries as a result of the coal burst. The company, like investigators, say they believe that it was a severe coal burst that happened during retreat mining operations, and that's what led to their deaths. It's all still under investigation, but that is believed to be the cause and the only 2 injuries and or fatalities at this point. A former corrections officer at the Federal Corrections Institute in Ashland has been sentenced to federal prison for conspiring with an inmate and others to smuggle prohibited items into the prison. U.S. District Judge David Bunning sentenced 46-year-old James Lewis on Monday to 15 months in federal prison. He'll have to serve at least 85% of that sentence, as it is federal charges. From December of 2010 through February of 2012, he reportedly conspired with at least 1 inmate, Gary Music of Newport, Tennessee, and his girlfriend, Cindy Gates, to bring tobacco and marijuana, nude photographs were told, all into the prison, frequently visiting the prison and giving items to Lewis. Lewis would then subsequently provide the items to Music in exchange for payment from Gates and others. Evidence at the trial, which took place in March, established that he sold some of the prohibited items to other inmates. He was convicted of conspiracy to introduce contraband into a correctional facility and possession of contraband. I mentioned a moment ago a lot of things I've got going on this week. Another is the reception being held in honor of some McGoffin County High School students, and it's this Thursday night. I want to get out there at least 1 or 2 more reminders as students at McGoffin County High School have been given a unique opportunity to participate in the Storm Recovery Ambassador Program. Jan Redmond is from Lexington and coordinated the program along with members of the National Weather Service in Jackson. About 40 pieces of artwork expressing the students' point of view in relation to tornado recovery after March the 2nd of 2012 will be displayed on the National Weather Service website and will be exhibited at a school in Lexington later on in the fall. But the Renaissance Art Club here in Sagersville is hosting a reception in honor of the students and their displays this Thursday 5 to 7 at the Renaissance Center. They're hoping that you'll come and join them and at least take a look at what they have done. It's to represent our very talented young people here, and they'll be serving refreshments as well. Another story you can look forward to. Elect Mike Nichols, Republican candidate for McGoffin County Sheriff. Mike's 10 years of experience in law enforcement, Department of Criminal Justice certification, and 21 years of public service make him the best choice for positive change needed to fight drugs and the crimes they lead to. As your city police officer, he's proven he's ready for the job and prepared to work for a safer McGoffin County for all. Elect Nichols, the proven choice for McGoffin County Sheriff.
Thank you for your support, and may God bless.
Election day is rapidly approaching, and I want to ask the Democrats in District 3 to vote for me, Matthew Chalmer Weimer, for Magistrate. Because District 3 deserves a leader on the fiscal court. District 3 deserves the facilities and services others in our county already enjoy. And because the children of McGoffin County deserve the opportunity to prosper right here at home. I want to be your magistrate, not for me, but for you, for our kids, for our community, for our future. A vote for Matthew Chalmer Wireman is a vote you can be proud of. Thank you.
Here we go!
That's country music's newest sensation, Kelsey Kay. And she's the featured entertainment at this year's Licking Valley RECC annual meeting.
I'm just a blue dream girl.
In addition to lots of great country music, there'll be plenty of food, door prizes, and wholesome family fun.
I'm a country man.
Everybody's welcome at the Licking Valley RECC annual meeting on Friday, May 16th. Registration begins at 5 p.m. at the Licking Valley RECC warehouse in Malone.
Just in at the seasonal shop in Sagersville, Main Street Collectibles in McGoffin County colors, including cups and jewelry and bows and maroon and white chevron bags that you can have monogrammed, and Bible and journal covers and bags and casserole dish carriers that all can be monogrammed too. They've got flags to proudly display your colors for derby time, and monogrammed beach towels and cute cover-ups for the pool or vacation time. All at Fraser's Prater Drug Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville, next to the drugstore and the Radio Shack.
Hi, I'm Rodney Minnick, born and raised in McGoffin County. I wish to see my family and theirs one day grow old in a place I so love. But to live here and be safe, we need to put honor, experience, and confidence in the Sheriff's Department. A graduate of the Department of Criminal Justice Academy, I have 7 years of dedicated service to McGoffin and Johnson County. And with your support, I would like to take that leadership straight to those responsible for selling drugs and stealing from our home. Please vote Rodney Minnick, Republican candidate for Sheriff of McGoffin County. Thank you.
Appalachian Wireless has the latest technology in wireless with the most affordable price. It's the new Samsung Galaxy S4 Mini. This phone does it all in a brand new size. It has expandable memory with up to 64 gigabytes, a great 8-megapixel camera with flash and autofocus. It even has a front-facing camera for Google Hangout. The Samsung Galaxy S4 Mini. Buy one at $49.99. Get the second one for only a penny when you sign up for service. Appalachian Wireless. Better service, bigger savings.
From time and money-saving services like their overdraft protection, telephone and online banking services, to finding the right home, college, or car loan, to personalized checking and savings accounts designed around your exact needs, Sagersville National Bank is still your best choice and the same locally owned and operated bank that's been looking out for your family's financial health since 1902. Sagersville National, restoring the piggy bank population one savings at a time. Local emergency personnel, McGoffin County Rescue Squad, TransStar Ambulance Service, and respective fire departments have responded to a couple of calls of emergency since I saw you last. One last evening was a young girl, a juvenile, who had slipped and fallen in a creek, and fear of serious injury resulted in them calling for assistance. She was packaged by the rescue squad and ambulance service and taken to an area hospital by ambulance. We believe non-life-threatening injuries, and that's the only details that we have. However, a McGoffin County man was seriously injured today when he was operating a boom lift traversing a bridge en route to his residence across that bridge when it plunged over the bridge, and he jumped off in an effort to avoid injury. Travis Shepard from the Oakley area was near his residence. He was involved in the accident earlier today. He was taken from the scene of the accident by TransStar to a landing zone established down at the junction or close to it of Oakley and River Road. My initial understanding while on scene was that the accident took place somewhere else and he was brought to this location to meet emergency personnel. I've since learned that was not the fact. This indeed is the bridge to the left of your screen, and the boom lift is actually over in the creek and just out of sight. He was, however, seriously injured. We're told by authorities who responded to the scene that as the vehicle or piece of equipment started to go over the bridge, that he jumped from the operator's cage or basket, if you will, in an effort to try to avoid being seriously or fatally wounded or injured. He was discovered underneath the bridge, and fortunately not underneath the piece of heavy machinery. He, however, in jumping to try to avoid injury, did go headfirst either onto the earth or the machinery and was seriously injured. Fearing traumatic injury, HealthNet was called, and they responded, landing in the established landing zone set up by the District 3 Fire Department and the McGoffin County Rescue Squad. And he was taken to the Pikeville Medical Center for what we believe was serious but hopeful non-life-threatening injuries. He was said to be alert and conscious during the entire event, but in a great deal of pain as a result of the fall. I've got a couple of headlines in sports this evening and a little bit of good news. Nothing against Bowling Green except for the fact that it is at the opposite end of the state. But there's a change as far as the girls' Sweet 16 is concerned. I'll fill you in on that in a few moments, as well as our community calendar announcements after these messages. Mark Jenkins wishes to say a sincere thank you for allowing him to serve as your coroner for nearly 8 years, during which he and his office have successfully completed over 400 hours of Department of Criminal Justice training, giving him the knowledge and experience to respectfully and thoroughly work over 380 coroner cases. In conjunction with other agencies, he's also helped secure funding for a much-needed mobile morgue unit arriving in July and establish a child fatality review team. During the most trying times in a family's life, his priorities remain the same: to treat each situation with the utmost compassion, concern, and due diligence. And with your support, he wishes to continue that same service to the families of McGoffin County. Thank you. Brand new to the viewing area, but a family-owned power sports business since 1964. M&M Power Sports on New 460 in Staffordsville is loaded with Kawasaki and Polaris ATVs and side-by-sides and savings, rebates, and financing to put you in control of your next adventure. With parts, accessories, a full test riding facility on site, and professional service for every make and model at Kentucky's Power Sports Authority. M&M Power Sports on New 460 in Staffordsville.
Hello, I'm Josie Warman Bailey, Republican candidate for Magoffin County Clerk. I had the pleasure of serving the citizens of Magoffin County for many years as office manager and financial officer in the sheriff's office under 3 separate administrations, and as deputy clerk in the clerk's office. And I would be honored to serve the citizens of Magoffin County again. With an associate's degree in business administration and my 20-plus years of experience, I have the qualifications to run your county clerk's office. So when you go to the polls on May 20th, vote for the candidate with experience, honesty, and integrity. Vote for Josie Warman Bailey. Thank you.
Just as warm and as inviting as the colors of spring are the smiles of those who offer long-term nursing care needs and short-term rehabilitation, all with a standard of excellence and a tradition of caring. At your home away from home, Sagersville Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. Wheel alignments, oil changes, brakes, suspension work, and tires. Thousands of tires by all the major manufacturers, all in stock and at incomparable prices. All backed with 33 years of service and experience, the area's largest tire selection, and 6 months no interest at Conley's in Paintsville. Vote and support Robert Lee Patrick, Republican candidate for Magoffin County Magistrate in District 3. Now self-employed, once a coal miner who lost his job to the economy, he's still a strong supporter of the coal industry and understands more than ever the needs of the families in District 3 and Magoffin County. Vote Robert Lee Patrick, Magistrate, District 3. Faster, friendlier, family-owned Parkway Pharmacy, open 8:30 till 6:30 Monday through Friday in the new Magoffin Medical Plaza under the care of local pharmacist Jesse Rudd. To make Parkway Pharmacy your pharmacy, come by or give us a call at 349-4400. If you haven't yet, meet Johnny Kelsarnett, Democrat candidate for Magoffin County Clerk. Johnny's been married to his wife, Maxie Brown Arnett, for 26 years, and they have 3 sons, Jonathan and Jessica Arnett, Nathan and April Howard Arnett, and Matthew and Brianna Adams Arnett, and grandkids Braden, Hayden, and John Gabriel. Employed by the Magoffin County Fiscal Court for 24 years, Johnny understands that treating everyone the same, fairly and with respect, is what we deserve from our county clerk, and he and his family are asking for your support to serve you and your family as your next Magoffin County Clerk. Thank you. Before I get to the rest of the calendar announcements we have brought to you by Magoffin Farm Bureau, a reminder that the United Way Annual Horse Show is this Saturday over at Stonecrest. They say that you need to come, plan on spending the day with them. They're going to have a wonderful day, all proceeds benefiting the United Way of Eastern Kentucky and 16 nonprofit agencies that it supports. throughout the Big Sandy area. It's just $5 a person to get in. Kids 5 and under get in free. They've got 38 line classes, 3 championship classes. Competition begins at 4. And it looks to be a nice, comfortable day for such an event weather-wise. We'll elaborate more on that just in a few moments. But for now, a few birthdays and other announcements. Birthday announcements begin with one for Eddie Boo Boo Gibson. With a lot of love from Mom, Dad, Tyrell, wife, and kids. Happy birthday to you this May 13. Happy birthday to Eddie Boo Boo Gibson from a whole lot of family and friends. And another birthday wish tonight, and it reads as follows. I'd like to wish a very happy special birthday to Mary Howard with lots of love. We all love you lots from your family and friends, Katrina, Natasha, and Selena. That's your daughters. She probably knows that. And they want to say once again a very happy birthday from her daughters and a whole lot of family and friends. Happy birthday, Mary. Happy birthday to Mary Howard. This is notification that North Magoffin Elementary Site-Based Council meets in regular session tomorrow, meeting time 4 o'clock in the school's conference room. The meeting is open to the public. Everyone is welcome to attend. That's North Magoffin Elementary Site-Based meeting tomorrow, 4 p.m. And you're asked not to forget about the 5th annual tent revival. This big tent revival in its 5th year is coming up at the Water Gap, Kentucky location, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 7 p.m. every night, and Sunday morning at 11, local pastors and singers, and it's all hosted by the Cow Creek Free Will Baptist Church and the Endicott Free Will Baptist Church. An invitation on behalf of Nathan Lafferty and Mark Hunt, pastors, as well as everyone else at the churches who would like to ask you to join them for their 5th annual tent revival at Water Gap. And you've got plenty of time. You can even register the morning thereof for All This Hassle for Tassel. That's the name they've given the 5K color run that's hosted by Project Graduation here at Magoffin County High School. And it's a kid run starting at 8:30 this Saturday. The 5K color run starts at 9 o'clock. It's all in the Ramey Park. You can run, you can walk, you can probably crawl if you so desire, but it's a whole lot of fun and a really nice morning for you, all supporting Magoffin County Project Graduation. Sayersville Fire Department says they're hosting a good old-fashioned cake and pie social, and along with the stump-speaking candidates, they're going to give you 3 or 4 minutes to stand up and talk about your cause and candidacy. It's going to be a wonderful fundraiser, 1 to 3 this Saturday at the Sayersville Fire Department, and they're going to have, of course, a few things to pie and taste. It's cake and pie social, after all. The Big Lake Pentecostal Church of God Youth Group is having an auction Saturday at 7 at the Big Lake Church on Burning Fork under the picnic shelter. Your support is greatly appreciated. That's once again not at the church, but at the Big Lake property on Burning Fork. That's near where you would turn onto Gun Creek. I'm just now realizing that for myself. And a reminder, the Foothills Cares Trail Ride is this Sunday. They'll register at 9 a.m., depart at 10 from South Magoffin Elementary, just $20 per unit. And then that gets you a free T-shirt and a wonderful day and a whole lot of folks who like to spend some time in the hills and the mud. I think we're going to find a little mud, too. And this is how you get announcements just like this in the program. As always, for free. Funeral service announcements for this Tuesday begin in Paintsville. Services to be held tomorrow at 2 in honor of Nellie Baldwin, who passed away on Monday at the age of 54. And Millie Jennings of Paintsville, 99 years of age, passed away on Monday. Services have been set in Millie's honor tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., once again in Paintsville. And here in the Sayersville, Magoffin County area, 55-year-old Robert Kyle Carpenter of Sayersville passed away on Sunday, the son of Mary Carpenter and the late Robert. He's also survived by his mother, sons Justin Robert and Presley Kyle Carpenter, and sister Lisa Carpenter Whitley. Visitation is this evening all day tomorrow, and until services, they'll start in his honor Thursday at 1, all from the Magoffin County Funeral Home.
Hi, I'm Jeff Lovely. I'm asking for your vote and support to elect me, your Magoffin County Attorney. I'm the son of Johnny and Phyllis Lovely, the grandson of Haskell and Francis Sire of Gun Creek, and Warren and Dorothy Lovely of Johnson Fork. I was born and raised in Magoffin County, and now my wife and I are raising our 3 kids here. As your Magoffin County Attorney, I will work to make Magoffin County a safer place. Hopefully a place where our kids and grandkids will want to live and raise their family. So remember, when you vote, no more free passes for the thieves and the thugs. 8 years is enough. Elect me, Jeff Lovely, your Magoffin County Attorney. It's time for a change.
You can be playing, relaxing, and enjoying your brand new lifestyle in just days with one call to Baker's Pool Supply. Over 38 years of professional installation at affordable prices on above ground and in-ground swimming pools. Or if you're ready to open your pool for the season, you need a new liner, a solar cover, some parts, or the best in BioGuard chemicals or salts, Baker's is your full-service answer, serving all of Kentucky and surrounding states with complete satisfaction, and they offer financing. 800-633-7102 or bakerspoolsupply.com. Elect Terry Hensley, Republican candidate for Magoffin County Magistrate in District 1. From his 2 terms as magistrate or this campaign, most of you know where his heart lies. As your magistrate for 9 years, he was faced with some very tough challenges, standing against out-of-state garbage and zoning efforts, helping secure funding for our Veterans Memorial, and starting 911 services and reopening our community center, along with expanding needed infrastructure, extending water lines, maintaining and improving our county and cemetery roads, and voting to add more county roads to the system to get more state money for blacktopping and road improvements. But since then, times have changed, and we need more leadership in District 1 and Magoffin County. Vote for a hardworking, dedicated, and accessible magistrate, always on call to everyone. Vote Terry Hensley, Republican candidate for magistrate, a friend to all. Now to the end of May, a big spring landscaping sale at Frito Rocks with 20% off all mulch, and River Rock is $5 off every ton. And always in stock galvanized and plastic pipe, masonry sand, and always the cheapest price on rock with all sizes from DGA to 57s to Class 2 and 3 on the ground, plus delivery, excavation, and dozer services with special hours of Monday through Friday, 4:30 till 9 p.m. and Saturdays 9 till 4. At Frito Rocks on Route 7, call now for orders 496-7776. With over 16 years of law enforcement experience as your jailer, city police officer, deputy, and sheriff, Randall Bob Jordan has devoted a large part of his career and life to tirelessly serving and protecting the families of Magoffin County. Recognized for over 200 drug arrests in his first year as sheriff, by 2009 he averaged over 500 arrests with more than 1,100 criminal charges. Honored to receive the Governor's Award for DUI arrests for 7 years, and as your 2006 Kentucky Sheriff of the Year, Bob Jordan again pledges the same dedication to all of Magoffin County. To put in long hours and be on call every hour of every day and do whatever it takes to work hard for a safer Magoffin County.
With your support, I will once again be a working sheriff you can depend on. Thank you.
Premier Auto is all about what's here and now. A 2011 Camry, now $13,950. A 2013 Optima, now $19,450. An 011 Kia Soul, just $15,950, and a Dare to Compare 2011 GMC Sierra, $13,950 at Premier Auto in Paintsville.
Have you ever noticed how many insurance commercials and advertisements are on television nowadays? You can't watch your favorite program without seeing a little pig or green lizard trying to sell you insurance and get your money for their premiums. But let me ask you this. If you have been in a serious wreck, do you really think that you are in good hands of the insurance companies? When you have lost wages, medical bills, and pain and suffering from your head to your toes? The answer is no. If you want to truly be in good hands, give me a call. I'm attorney Donald Wayne McFarland. Let me put my 20 years of experience in working to protect the rights of injured people to work for you. 349-9000.
At the end of every race, Mark Martin hangs up his driving gloves. He hangs up his fire suit. And he hangs up his helmet. Which is why he picks up his phone and opens the ER Extra app. The app shows ER Extra wait times, locations, and more. It's the one safeguard Mark Martin is never without. ER Extra at Paul B. Hall Regional Medical Center. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
A couple of what I consider big announcements in sports tonight. The first centering around the University of Kentucky Wildcats and some other Kentucky colleges. Not since the 04-05 basketball season has the University of Kentucky played its 2 exhibition games against 2 in-state colleges. Well, this upcoming season, that's going to happen again. That's right, our expected to be top-ranked Wildcats will take on the University of Pikeville November the 2nd and Georgetown College on November the 7th. Both exhibition games, both taking place in Rupp Arena. I expect them to be very popular among Eastern and other Kentucky fans. And nothing against Bowling Green. I quite like Bowling Green. The Corvette Museum is always a thrill for car enthusiasts. it's just a long drive at the other end of the state. And since a lot of us basketball fans here in the area have had the opportunity to go see our ladies play in the Sweet 16, I think it's been a wonderment to us all. Why couldn't they have it a little more centrally located? Well, that's going to happen, at least for the next 2 years. After a long drive to Bowling Green and Diddle Arena on or near the campus of WKU, it's going to be near Cincinnati for at least the next 2 years at Highlands Heights. Our McGoffin County Lady Hornets aren't the only area team that's taken fans to state and Diddle Arena in Bowling Green, 250 miles, about 4.5 hours away. A stark comparison to the fact that they have now awarded, once again, the girls' Sweet 16 to at least a 2-year contract. They kind of backed up from 4 to make sure that it was going to work out okay before committing to that long of a term. But nevertheless, they are now going to Northern Kentucky University's Bank of Kentucky Center in 2016 and 17. And just this side of Cincinnati, that takes it from a 250-mile trip to Bowling Green to about 176, or about 2 hours and 45 minutes to Highland Heights, Kentucky. No complaints here. Now, the state softball tournament has also been voted on, and it stays put. The Board of Control voted to keep it at Owensboro's Jake Fisher Park for the years of 2015, 16, 17, and 18. And if I'm not mistaken, they've been hosting the state softball tournament since 08. All right, as I mentioned earlier, I'm off to a couple of reports that we'll have beginning tomorrow. I've already got a couple set for tomorrow, so see what happens when we try to squeeze it all into one show. Here's squeezing out your forecast for the remainder of the evening, and so far we have missed showers and thunderstorms, which are dotting a great deal of Kentucky here and there, just scattered everywhere. Folks that are getting in on some of these red cells are getting in on a great deal of lightning and some heavy downpours for a few moments at a time, and we've just been under sun and clouds for most of the day, and 87 degrees is where I topped out here at the newsroom. Now, some of these storms may hit us, but so far we have fared quite well in most all of the viewing area for most all day. That's not going to be the scenario as we continue through the forecast period, getting in the next 24 to 36 hours, certainly. We will see partly to mostly cloudy skies this evening, and that threat of those isolated showers or storms by around 10 o'clock or so tonight. Thereafter, maybe a bit of a break in the action. Until your tomorrow, we'll see scattered showers and thunderstorms. Be on the lookout for them on your Wednesday. We're going to start off on a similar note as was today, but we'll see increasing clouds. We'll see after 1 o'clock in the afternoon a better shot of some showers and thunderstorms, and a daytime high of 81. Those will start to wane by tomorrow night, early that is. Occasional showers and thunderstorms by your Wednesday, mainly before 5 a.m. And then thereafter, especially when we get into Thursday, occasional showers and thunderstorms early, but then they'll start to ramp up by the afternoon, and we'll go from, let's say, a 20% chance in the morning to pretty much a sure bet by the afternoon. And Thursday's when we really see the cold air push all of this in, a lot of action associated with it, maybe an inch or two of rainfall for a lot of us before it's all said and done, and that's when things are going to cool off. 66 on your Thursday. Friday, 62 degrees for daytime highs. It'll start to calm down a bit. Only a 30% chance of some showers and storms on your Friday, and partly sunny. Clouds will move back in and increase Friday night into your Saturday. Still the low 60s is as good as we can do. Get used to it. Partly sunny, 64 on your Saturday. Still the low to mid 40s for nighttime lows. Latter half of your weekend, it's going to be comfortable, but it's just going to be off the mark from where we're supposed to be. Sunday, I think we'll see 65, mostly sunny degrees. Pretty decent day all in all, but just not where you want to be more than likely after seeing these summer temperatures and conditions that we've had. And we're going to stick there for days on end. And in fact, Monday 67 and mostly sunny, Tuesday mostly sunny and 69. I think we might get out of the 60s by midweek, but my forecast doesn't really go that far, and neither does my time. Thank you all for being a part of it nonetheless, and we'll see you back here with a whole lot of news that I'm off to cover beginning right now. For now, thank you for being a part of the program, and have a good night.